Timothy Mitchell here from LexJet. I'm here with Tiffany Bisson, who is my tour guide, my mentor, and you're the manager of the demo facility.
Correct, yeah.
Wonderful. I want to talk about an idea that I had. You mentioned the word holistic. All right, so when I think of holistic in the printing industry, I think trying to explain to people that just the printing or just the ink technology or just the profile is just a part of it. And that in this case with this printer, you got to choose the right media. You know, you want to pick media that's going to travel direct through the printer properly. Correct. And have the direct disperse treatment on it so that it's going to respond to the ink properly and it won't wick and bleed and everything else. And then you have to make sure that you have the right ink set up, and you have to make sure you have the right number of print heads, and you have to get all the mechanical settings proper. And then you have to have finishing equipment because it's going to get made into something. You know, just coming off the roll is, okay, now it's on a roll. I got to make it into things. So you need sewing, you need cutting, you need finishing. And in my mind, a thing that's overlooked about that whole process is software. Because everything I'm describing in the finishing work includes software touching it at some point.
Correct.
Software's driving it all. And if the software doesn't handle all of those peripheral pieces, the cutter, the finisher, have all the profiles, can take color adjustments, color work, then nothing works properly. Nothing is going to integrate. Your company offers a Fiery solution, an EFI
Correct.
Fiery solution, which is a legendary worldwide RIP software. And I'd like you to take a moment to explain what that does for this printer and then also what the printer comes with, because I think it's included as part of the deal.
Correct.
And I think what you're getting in the software adds a huge value that is often underestimated.
Yeah, absolutely. So in today's market, you know, what are you printing that isn't getting finished somehow, right?
Correct.
Everything needs to get cut, or in this case, it needs to have sewing or SEG or something like that. In the fewer touch points that you have, the more things that you can get done in a single location, the better. So to your point, everything that goes to the printer and goes to cutting is going to be driven by Fiery.
Sure.
So within Fiery, you have all of your profiling, especially in the textile world. The profiles are such a critical element to success of the printing.
Right, and profiling in textile world is not easy.
It is not, it is not. It is definitely more of a recipe than anything else in inkjet, right?
Sure.
So it's a really critical part of successful textile printing, and that's included with the Fiery RIP that you'll get with the press. Also with Fiery, you can have different drivers for your offline finishing. So
right.
Be it a cutter, a laser cutter, if you need marks for SEG, whatever your next steps, whatever your next processes are, Fiery can also not only put those marks directly to your printed textile, but also send that cut and finishing information over to your ancillary equipment, all
Great.
in one step.
Yeah, very nice. So you know that when you send the file, you're also sending the complementary support files
Correct.
for your finishing equipment, and that the finishing companies, because of Fiery's, you know, prestige and visibility and market share around the world, they're going to write drivers for all of this
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yep.
You know, everyone's going to make sure that the EFI RIP is included, and EFI and all the partners work together.
Correct. And you can do a simple search online with EFI, and it'll give you all of the drivers for all of the ancillary post-print equipment.
So if
available.
you were interested in this, you can say, I have this cutter, I have this finishing,
Correct.
and you can confirm that it all works.
Yep, exactly. And then, like you said, simple drivers. And the Fiery team is happy to work with anybody if we are missing any drivers.
Okay.
And the big benefit there, right? You know, what are you printing that's not getting finished? If you get it all the way to the finishing and there's something wrong in that, now you're going all the way back to the beginning.
And that's a lot of money down the drain.
It's a lot of time, it's a lot of material. So
yes.
Having something like Fiery, as robust as Fiery, included with the printer, saves you a lot of that worry.
Yeah. Hey, one other thing I noticed is, I just wanted to check this. Does this printer also come with the full hardware, like like I call it the rolling hardware super Fiery, you know, like you have it on a cart and everything? It comes with that version?
Yeah, it comes with a complete, what we call a proServer.
A proServer.
So it does come with the proServer, which is a standalone unit that you can either have in pre-press or next to the printer, wherever you want it. And that's going to be what you use to drive those superhero files.
See, I always used to see proServers like, ooh, I want one of those. I can't afford one of those. Like, those are super, like, it's the whole thing, the software and the hardware all unified together.
It is, yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's
It's
cool.
Complete solution.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for explaining that for me.
Anytime.